Hi guys, it's Barbie. How you doing today? And welcome to the middle of the road. So today we have got a lineup. Let's get real. Okay, so we'll just get this short and sweet, I guess. Let's talk about Alina Habba. That's the first thing. I found it very, very funny that the judges said no to her, and I don't blame them because she's lost. I mean, she doesn't know what she's doing. I don't know how in the hell she got her law degree. She doesn't know how to operate. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Same way there are people that get their real estate license and they know no more about that contract than a man in the moon. No more. No more. Trust me, I know. Because you have to learn so much and it's in a convoluted kind of way. But then when you actually get in to start practicing the business, then all of a sudden it's a little bit different. It's the laws aren't different. It's just your presentation, your knowledge, your everything is different. You start getting into the forms, you know the contracts, you know, you know when to put this in and when to put that in, and how to make out your calendars so that everybody knows when the inspection needs to be done, when does the appraisal need to be finished, when does this need to be placed, blah blah blah. There's actually a series to it. And see, if you don't know these things, then you can screw up the transaction. And so that's kind of Alina Habba. She has gone in there and she doesn't really know what she's doing, and she doesn't really want to learn because she knows everything, right? She's smart. She's working for Trump. Oh, wow. So, yeah, but if you go back through the court cases, and I'm a big fan of Midas Touch, if you go back through the court cases and look at the documents that they present to you on Midas Touch, I have to say that's where I saw them. She doesn't know what she's doing. I don't know any other way to put it. She just doesn't know what she's doing. She lost him 83 million on one court case. She lost him 5 million on another court case. And that's interest plus interest. Plus interest. Plus interest. And that's still not going anywhere. They're not, the appeals court has said, no, you got to pay it. And they keep trying to go up and find another court to take it to, right? But, I mean, dude, you paid the money because you did the crime. Can't do the time, don't do the crime. That's kind of thing. And then she also lost the 354 or $370 million fraud case. 34 counts, convicted on 34 counts. She was his attorney. Why would the hell would the New Jersey district want to be represented by somebody that can't even represent a dumbass in court? I mean, doesn't know how to put the paperwork together. No, 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 no. So they say they let her go. Right, you all heard. And then today, Pam Bondi goes up. The person they put into place is supposed to be temporarily doing that job, right? Pam Bondi got pissed off, and so she fired her. Well, so what are y'all covering up? What are y'all trying to cover up? What are you trying to run through that area? Because y'all don't do anything for the reasons of, oh, this person is responsible, this person is knowledgeable, this person is qualified. Qualified to do the job. What's going on with that? So, okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is this new Senate hearing that happened yesterday, where Trump got up there. I guess it was a Senate hearing. He decided to go talk to the senators and have a little press conference at the same time. So while he was in there, he blatantly just came out and said, when you go back home, if anybody says anything about Epstein, just bring up Obama and the Mueller Report and the Russia. And I number one thing, every time he says something like this, he has proven himself to be guilty. You're guilty. You're guilty as sin. Guilty. The pictures have proven you're guilty. Everything has proven you're guilty. But then, to be fair, okay, I decided that I was going to, let me get my notes. I was going to go through the Mueller Report. When did it get started? All that kind of good stuff. So let me tell you when. It was May the 17th, 2017. Now, if we all remember correctly, the first administration of Trump began January the 20th, 2017. He was elected in 2016. 2017, he took his little oath and put his hand on the Bible that time. Didn't this last time. Did you notice? But he did the first time. So, yeah. And then it went through to March of 2019. So, year and 9 months of an investigation. And what did they find during that time? Well, they found people like Michael Flynn and Paul Manafort and Roger Stone indicted, along with, I see there were 7 U.S. nationals, and then 26 Russians and 1 Dutch guy that got indicted. Now, if there was, everybody keeps saying that there was a nothing burger there. Well, there was a nothing burger for Trump because they weren't able to prove that he had, there was an obstruction of justice from him. But I mean, 3 Russian companies, 26 Russian guys, 1 Dutch guy, 7 nationals, Trump's campaign manager, his security advisor, his Florida corrupt buddy, Roger Stone. Do you know what Roger Stone's charges were? Here, let me read them to you. Lying to Congress, witness tampering, and obstruction. Lying to Congress. Oh, and then, of course, he was involved in the whole January 6th thing. I mean, we know that because his picture was taken with all those dudes right before the riot took place. Because that was a riot. That was, yeah. Yeah. So, see, none of that shit has anything to do with Obama. Again, I think there's some senility or however you want to say it, dementia, something, Alzheimer's, there's something going on there. The man is not thinking right. Well, no, I know what he's doing. He's grabbing for straws now. He's just grabbing for straws. He's just trying his damnedest to turn the direction somewhere else, but that's not going to happen. People don't like pedophiles. Proper, normal, respectful people don't like pedophiles. And we know that there's been a ring. Everybody's talked about it for years and years, right? And now we know who the head is. And the more you dodge, the more you're making yourself look guilty. I'm not the one putting the words in your mouth. You're the one that's doing that. So, anyway. So, yeah. So, 2017 to 2019, during his first administration. And people went to jail. I mean, why would no one go to jail if there was nothing to prove? Answer me that. Seems like it wasn't a total waste of time and money. His friends went to jail. His friends went to prison. He didn't, of course, because he's the top dog. Al Capone didn't go to prison for that. So, and it has just been announced, now it hasn't been published yet, but it's just been announced that there are some senior officials in the Pentagon who are rebelling against Pete Hegseth. Pete Hegseth has put in a makeup studio into his office. Pretty. Why do I wear makeup? I wear makeup because I'm 64 years old. And because it gives me a nice little youthful glow. And because my grandmother always taught me to wear makeup. And I like it. It pampers me for 15, 20 minutes a day. I get pampered. Nobody else is going to pamper me, so I get to pamper me. Anyway, yeah. So Pete Hegseth, who's a man, He also he also does photo shoots in there. Yeah, photo shoots. I'm sorry, but the head of the Pentagon should not be worrying about how pretty he is. Okay? And really, Pete Hegseth is not really all that pretty. I mean, I know that he's got those sculptured features and all that kind of shit, but the dude really, he looks butthurt all the time. I mean, if you know what I'm talking about, he just looks butthurt. He looks like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That whole crew, I mean, it's at this point, the Lord only knows what they've all been doing. You know? So, pretty little Pete may be getting fired soon. Let's hope. Having the military turn against you is pretty freaking bad. Don't you think? I think so. So, anyway, that's it for today. If there's anything new popping up soon, I will definitely let you know. And other than that, have a fabulous day. And we'll talk to you soon. All right? Take care. Bye. Peace out.